welcome to the 31 Days of Self-Love. Today the question is, how are you making the world a better place? And we will start with Liz.
Yeah, hi everyone. I'm Liz. I'm from Italy and I'm an intern at 4 Wings. Since I came here in Liverpool in February, I had more time to settle here. So that's why when my colleagues came 1 month later, I was able to help them to adapt in the city. So I don't know, I walk them through the city, I introduce them to my friends, because when you are new in a new country, new city, new job, everything is new, so you may feel lonely. So that's why I help them, and I think it's great, to help each other if you have the possibility to do that.
Okay, thank you, Release, to done that, because it was for me also you done that. So thank you so much, and thank you for your sharing. It's a really good thing that you've done. Okay, then we will continue with Imani.
So I am from Denmark, and I live currently in England, working for 4Wings. And I think that I've done volunteer work at home too. Before I went to Liverpool, where I would help elderly, stay with them on their deathbed.
Wow.
Just keep, how do you say, keep them company on their last moments, because sometimes we tend to forget that many people who are old end up being lonely, and for reason we don't understand, but nobody should deserve being like that. So just company, talk to them. They may not be able to speak, but they can hear you. And I don't know, spreading positivity too. I've heard I'm positive generally, so yeah, that's what I try to do.
Yeah, it's true. You smile a lot, and you are good, really kind. Thanks for sharing. So then we will hear Marie Claire.
Okay, hi, it's nice to see everyone. So how am I making the world a better place? I think I'm gonna try to, I have two things, but they are all linked. So as you all know, we at 4Wings, we work alongside women who have been through domestic abuse, trauma. So one of the things I'm trying, and obviously everyone who works there, is to try to spare time and give people time to call you, because loneliness is so bad at this time, and most of people don't have a family to go to. So just even if you spare 1 minute, 5 minutes to, be available to, get in touch with them, or they can get in touch with you when they need to, that's really good. So the second thing, which is linked, I'm raising a boy. Obviously, women are getting abused by men. For me, it's important that I raise my son respecting, growing up respecting women. And if all boys can do that, they will never abuse women. So that's what I'm making, how I'm making a world a better place at the moment. Just try to do what I can to help women, to help the loneliness, and respect to women, which starts with our kids.
Yeah, it was really deep. Thanks for your trust to sharing with us this deep story. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Marie Claire, because actually I think we should always start to teach kids, children, since when they are young, they can grow up with another mentality.
Yeah, and respect.
Yeah.
Okay. So then we will hear Kirigo.
Yeah, hi, my name is Kerigo. I come from Denmark, but I'm originally from Kenya. And how do I make the world a better place? I work in a nursing home, and I feel that I'm doing my bits when everybody was, or at least a lot of people were told they couldn't go to work, they had to stay home. We couldn't do that because the nursing home doesn't close, it's open 24 hours. So I work as a night shifter, and there in the night, and whether there's corona or not, you have to be there.
Yeah.
And I feel that's the way I'm contributing. And another thing I'm doing is that I protect myself. When, for example, I go outside to shop, I make sure I have my mask. When I go outside, I make sure I'm washing my hands when I come in. And that's what actually each and every one of us can do. When we leave home, when we come back home, or when we're in the supermarket, make sure you spray those hands, you disinfect those hands. And in that way, each and every one of us will be doing something to help the society around us and to make sure this pandemic is controlled.
Yeah, good, because you're respecting each other people, so it's really good.
Yeah, and also thank you. You're doing an amazing job for those who work with vulnerable people, and you're putting your lives in danger. You know, it's really amazing. Keep it up, and we appreciate you.
Yeah, we do.
Thank you.
That's nice, yeah.
So I believe we lost Keishi, so it will be your turn, Shika.
Oh, yeah. Hi, everyone. Yeah, I'm Shiko, and I work with a couple of people, 2 or 3 people here at Four Wings. Can you hear me, by the way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So the way I'm making a difference in the world is by working alongside people that have been silenced, and they have a voice, but they don't have platforms and they don't have resources to speak up for themselves. So we come together as an organization and we try to raise the voices of these people who are being silenced in their everyday lives. It can be a very challenging job, as the ones who are volunteering and interning know, but it's very rewarding when you see people really appreciate you giving them that platform and being by their side to raise their voice. So what we to do is empower people to speak for themselves. We're not trying to say we're speaking for people. Every woman has a voice to speak for herself. We're just there to support and raise each other's voices. So that's what we're doing at Four Wings, and we're very glad for the support of everyone, the women who use our services, the interns, the volunteers from abroad and from local. And thank you very much for helping us to realize this goal.
And thank you to help us to realize our project and make us have experience.
It's a pleasure.
Okay, so we will continue with Josie.
Yeah. How am I making the world a better place? I'm making the world a better place through my charity work. I have got a charity which helps girls and women to feel more valuable and bring their pride and dignity to life. And in general, it's so good when you make you put a smile on somebody's face with just a little thing. I'm a founder of an organization that helps girls and women who can't afford sanitary products during their monthly periods. So the impact is so encouraging when you are so much appreciated just for the little thing that you have provided, which a lot of people take for granted. So I feel that that's how I'm making the world a better place, by supporting girls and women, because we are the people who make this world, you know, alive. So it makes me so happy when I see that there is something that I'm contributing through humanity. And it has been a journey of since 2016. And it has been a journey of 4 years that I'm really, really enjoying, and that I really encourage other women who are more fortunate than others to remember those who are less fortunate. And we are based in Africa mostly, but we also do provide some in the food banks in the region of Manchester, because that's where I live. But when, like, if I get a chance to travel, I always encourage these young girls that that we help to remember in their future those who will be less fortunate than them. So that I'm not going to say that much, but in general, that's what makes me so happy about making the world a better place.
Yeah, good. Can you tell us the name of your association?
Oh, the organization is called Girls with Pride and Dignity.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Yeah.
You can go on Facebook or Instagram, you can find it.
Thanks for sharing. So Keshi, you want to continue?
Well, yeah, my name is Keshi, and I'm in Copenhagen, Denmark. And I thought of one way that I'm making the world a better place. And I thought of the Danish government's policy of recycling. And the goal of the government is that in Denmark, we will be recycling 50% of our household waste. And they did do a research in 2011 where they found that every Dane throws away 8 kilos of waste every week. So now they have a very nice recycling program in place, and I'm trying to do what I can individually to contribute to making the world waste free. And it's really a complicated system. I know everyone in Europe has it, and here it's even more difficult when you live in an apartment and you have to sort almost everything in your little apartment. You have to sort your your bio waste, your paper, your cardboard, your plastic, your metal, your glass, your residual waste, electronic waste, hazardous waste, bulky waste, so many containers for all these waste products. But that is to reduce our bio footprint. So I'm doing what I can, always recycling. Sometimes I feel it's a chore, but at the end of the day, I'm doing what I can to make the world a better place.
Yeah, really good. Yeah.
That's amazing.
I think
Yeah,
it's a
thank you
nice
so much.
thing.
Thanks for that. So yeah, it's hard, but yeah, thanks for your work. Hi Elizabeth, do you want to add something?
Okay, thank you. Yeah, my name is Elizabeth, and I'm a member of the 4WIN group, and I'm making the world a better place by starting from home, where I live. As they say, charity begins at home.
Yeah.
So where I live, it's like a block of flats, and most times people ignore the bins. They just trash the environment. It's always so nasty, dirty, and nobody wants to like take responsibility for it. And when you talk to some of them, nobody wants to. Everybody's like, I can't do that. I'm not a bin collector. So what I do, especially now, this period of coronavirus, I just take my time. All the time I've been doing it, I make sure I keep the environment clean, because the environment says a lot about the people that live in it.
Yeah.
So most times I take my time, I come out, I make sure the bins are well covered, and the bin collectors come like once in 2 weeks. So I make sure I take the bins out on the day they are coming for it. and just keep the environment tidy. And then since I came to England, I've learned to appreciate diversity, because in my country, because I just meet my people and all that, but ever since I came out of my country, I'm beginning to meet people, different Africans from different African countries, Europeans, Asians, different people. So I am becoming more tolerant and appreciative. I now love nature, humanity. I try to reach out to people, encourage those I'm able to encourage, like that. I'm just so conscious of people's beliefs and traditions now. I know that I don't take people for granted, and learn to respect people's views and opinions, really. That's in my own little way, making the world a better place.
Thanks. Thank you so much for sharing. It was really good. Okay, so thanks everyone to joining today. And
can I will something quick?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, just with regards to what people are doing, making our world a better place. And we heard about the key workers who are going and risking their lives. But I think I want to mention that every one of us who are staying at home, keeping safe, keeping our hands washed, we're all doing our part to make sure that this virus doesn't spread. And in that way, we are making the world a better place. So if you know anyone who really doesn't understand the need for the social distance and why we need to stay at home, and they're your friends, just try and encourage them and tell them that this actually is going to help all of us globally in the long term. So I think we should be proud of ourselves for doing our bit in that way.
Yeah, and wearing mask and just take care of one matter. It's just respect for other people who are taking care of themselves and wearing masks. Just we have to respect everyone.
Yeah.
As well, when we do our part, staying home and masks and washing hands, you also lessen the burden for the key workers, because there are less people sick, less people in hospitals, less people to take care of.
Yeah.
Okay, so anyone want to add something?
I was thinking what Elizabeth said. I think it's really nice because sometimes you can go to some places where you see, actually I was just talking about it today, where there's some places where you have a garbage bin out, a hole in outside your apartment, when you just put things inside. It's so easy, and it go down completely into the basement or wherever they have the main garbage. And there's some people who are even too lazy to put those kind of things properly. So it's nice to hear Elizabeth goes around in a place where people don't care, and they're the same ones who are making the place dirty and picking up. I think it's so nice, because if everybody did like that, we would not have so much litter in the street. It would be so much cleaner. So I think it's a nice thing, because nobody pays you to do it, but you're just doing it.
Yeah.
Oh, thanks.
And it takes one person to actually make a difference,
Yes.
If she's doing it, and then hopefully other people can learn from her.
Yeah.
Okay. It was really, really interesting to talk with you ladies today, and thank you really to joining. And tomorrow topic will be day 20. How can you give yourself a break today, mentally, physically, or emotionally? So if you want to join, it will be a pleasure to have you tomorrow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.